Hi, Satnam. Welcome to Spiritual Nerd Talk. Today, it's with me. My name is Taj Kalyan, and I want to speak about purpose because I think purpose is something very complicated. And I realized like a lot of people that I talk to have had or have like this moment in their life or these months or episodes, like it's like an up and down, it coming and going um, of basically the question is like, why am I even here? Like, what is this life about? What am I doing here? Why am I here? And what do I serve? And I think for that, there's like many layers to this question. And of course, just like in a little podcast, like Spiritual Nerd Talk podcast, we will not be able to get totally into it and like in detail, etc., etc. But I think there is a possibility to at least discuss the my view of purpose a little bit more and my experience with my purpose a little bit more and so yeah, um grab yourself a coffee or a tea if you want to. I did, of course, do that. And then let's go into it. So in my own spiritual journey, in my own journey of healing, especially like my spiritual journey was basically a journey of healing. It was not so much my growth never so much came from the idea or the wish of spiritual enlightenment or any like spiritual attainments. I was never interested in that. I'm still not so much interested in that as I am to understand. I never really understood why people did what they did. It was very complicated for me for a very long time. It still is um, in many areas. I still don't understand a lot of things. For example, money. I don't really understand money, but there's things that due to my journey, I learned to understand like in depth. Like I learned to understand certain behavior patterns, certain healing modalities, certain things like in depth because I had to, because my journey is a healing journey. And it was until very recently, it was that. And now it's not anymore. So that's probably also why the topic of purpose comes up so much. Um, in the past, like I would say 10 years plus minus, I was deeply in search of my purpose. I was deeply looking for my why. Why am I doing these things and why am I not doing them also, right? So my biggest point of relief when it came to this whole healing topic was my dog is very thirsty, so I keep on talking, get the dog bowl, fill it up with water. But like those of you that are like on the podcast don't mind either, and the other ones on the video, you will have to deal with it. So my biggest relief when it came to my own purpose was understanding that a purpose is not a job description. Because like in the neo spiritual realm, what I see very often is that people have the idea that your life purpose is kind of a job description or an idea for your company or uh, uh, a thing that you can do and make money with. Like when you found your purpose, then you just do that and then you make money with that and then you serve your purpose. And it's not as simple as that. Like in my experience, your purpose is more how the basic life force energy runs through your system and what you enjoy the most doing in this whole process. Do you like to um okay, that's very theoretical, I know. Okay, let's go deeper into it. So in my experience, there are like four stages of or three stages of existence. It's like the birthing type of like the birthing type of things, like you birth an idea, you birth in humans, you birth in companies, you birth in gardens, like whatever you do, you birth in the thing and you nurture it. And then there's the sustaining part of it, like the more You hold the house clean, you maintain the business, you work on like everything you can do in there. So like that's the second part, and then there is the destroying part of it. It's like it's basically the God principle. It's God like generating energy, organizing energy, or destroying energy, like making it go away so you can rebuild it. And there, like the purpose of my life in in essence, like what I really enjoy is to birth in an energy from the thoughts that are existing to me, like basically downloading an energy, downloading a business, downloading ideas, also downloading other people's life purposes is one of my talents that I have. And then setting up basically the project, like do the project setup, like guide the project until it's finished birthed, and then I don't want to do anything with it anymore. Then I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in maintaining, in cleaning, cleansing, making remaking beautiful, organizing. That's all. Like I'm not good in this. It's not my essence. It's not. I'm not really. I don't enjoy it as well. And I definitely also don't enjoy the destroying part. Like I'm Taurus. Like I'm Taurian born. So I feel life purpose. Like for me, at least, it has like I had like two big moments. I had this one big moment where I had a hand reading with a really good hand reader. She's here in Zurich. She's amazing, and she really does these hand readings in a new level, in a completely different level. And she gave me such deep insights in my hands, where I would understand so much more about my essence and about part of my journey. And then the second big part was uh, an exercise that I did. So the question was like, write down 3 things you absolutely deeply enjoy in your free time. And I wrote down, I think I wrote down gardening. Like I loved gardening, and then it was cooking, and oh yeah, and like creating new apartments, like installing apartments. That was the third one. And you need to write it down in deep detail. So if you ask yourself, oh, what do I enjoy in my free time, then you go like into detail. So in deep detail, so what do you exactly enjoy about that? So what I enjoyed was the planning part. I enjoyed to look at a blank canvas basically, and then create an idea. Create, of course, my dog is now also hungry. For example, the gardening thing. I loved to have an idea how I want to build my garden, how I want to, like, what do I want to plant where, how do I want it to grow, what do I want to do with it, and then like go and buy the plants. And I love buying the things. I love it. It's such a great pleasure for me. And then actually then I just wanted to grow. I don't like, I don't know the English word for that, but like taking these little green things out of the earth that don't belong there, like the ugly ones. I hate it. It's boring. Like cutting grass, even, like it bores me. Like maintaining is really, like I suck at maintaining. Also, like at home, like I don't like cleaning. I like it clean, but I hate cleaning. I like iron clothes, but I don't like ironing. I really don't enjoy the organizing part of anything. But there, like I know so many people which love that. They absolutely go, like they bloom when they can, like remake everything nicely, like vacuum and clean the floor. And I love the result of it, but I don't love doing it. It's not my essence. And then I needed to write down three things that I enjoyed in my job. At the time, I worked in international company. I was a in the management, and I would need to write down what I like about it. And what I liked about it was having ideas for a project, organizing the project, getting people that does the things. And when the project is done, like when the goal of the project was done, then I never wanted to see the thing again. So I'm really like, I'm not interested in the organizing part. It's just not my strength. So for me, really important, and that's why I love working as a trauma therapist, and that's why I only work with people for a short amount of time. I only work with people for like 2 to 3 months maximum. And then off you go. Then your trauma is the worst trauma is gone. You have the technology, and then off you go. I'm really not good in coaching, and it bores me. Like I'm like, yeah, then you need someone else. I'm really good in the initial thing and giving you your purpose, and then you do with it whatever you want. I can also help you build the company, but then you do with it what you want. Then I don't want to deal with it anymore. Or people now, like they book like um kind of sessions for mentoring, like what is my daily practice for the yogis, what could be my daily practice, what could I do, what would feed my purpose. I love doing that because it's short. I can download you the things that are there for you, and then off you go and you do the thing. You organize, you maintain it. And I think that's like part of my purpose is bringing purpose to others and downloading data from the Akashic records, from the heavens, from wherever, and building things, and then let it go again. I'm not good in maintaining things. So, and then, but there's other people that are really good, for example, in the destroying part. Like there's a lot of, like, I think of houses that need to be destroyed. I think of companies that deal with waste. I mean, that's awesome. If that's something that, like, organizing waste, like aluminum, glass, batteries, yada, 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 making money out of that, that's something people like really are really interested in it. I just don't. I'm not. Or people that work with people that are dying, people that work. It's just not my strength. It's not what I do. So your purpose is not so much a job description. It's not so much where do I where can I work, or what company can I build, or what can I do. It's more like, what am I really good at, like what's the essence of everything. And this takes time. I'm thinking of like creating a course for that, because I think people would really profit from it to understand purpose more. Because and then purpose is also like, you can then go like far down the rabbit hole. And because this podcast is called Spiritual Nerd Chat, I think we should absolutely discuss that. Like, your birth numerology is a huge impact on your purpose. Then we have as well, for example, then you can have your daily practice if you're a yogi, your meditation practice, your pranayama practice, your practice in general. 1 second. I have to get the dog, because of course, like when I want to record a podcast, they decide to absolutely go nuts with each other. And so I have like one of the dogs now on the leash. So it's in the podcast with me now, and the other dog is somewhere else. So where was I? I don't fully remember anymore, but probably it was not that important. So yeah, the topic about purpose, I think, like, and the importance that I want to give it is your purpose. And then there's other teachings. Oh yeah, I know where I was with the numerology and your daily practice, and that serving your purpose, etc., etc. I mean, that's also a very important part of it. And then in addition to that, like there's different schools. For example, moms, a mom always have has the purpose to nurture the child. Too bad when you're like, I think the reason why I never had children is because I'm not good in organizing and maintaining the thing. It's just not my strength. So imagine having a child and then like not really nurturing it. That wouldn't be good, to be honest. So probably that's the reason why I never got children, even though I suffered a great deal from not having children because it's all I ever wanted, but it never happened. It literally just never was the case. So probably like the higher reason for that is because I'm just not made for like the maintaining aspect of a child, but I'm more like I would have been more made in the idea of creating a child in the theory. So I think for you, like there's different teachings and different lineages, of course. Like I know the Kundalini yoga lineage very well, and then I know the Kabbalistic teachings a little bit. I know, of course, everything that's in classical religion, but like in Kabbalah, they have something really nice that I really like, and it resonates with me deeply. Um, in Kabbalah, a teaching is a part of your purpose, a part of every soul's life's purpose, every human incarnation is to transcend the negativity. We all come with certain negative aspects in sense of jealousy, in sense of anger, in sense of fear, in sense of sadness, in sense of lack, in sense of distrust, etc., etc. And so in Kabbalah, they say a part of every human's purpose is to transcend this negativity and be a vessel for the light, to actually identify what's negative, and then you say thank you that I found this, and you transcend it, and you let then the creator basically do the work, and you're just a vessel, like receiving more light, which I love, because I think that's part of my purpose as well, to understand that I even though I have the capacity to download and to build things, it's not me that is in charge. And so like being more in the flow of life, being more relaxed with everything. So yeah, that's like a little podcast about purpose and my take on it. And of course, like there would be like I could talk for talk for hours. Like like of course, like very important to understand your purpose are your values. Nobody knows their core five values. Like nobody does. Like I know very limited amount of grown-ups that have an idea what their values are. They have like basic idea what the values of society are, but if they're what their own values are, like if you've never done the exercise, you just don't know shit. So like you just don't know. So like understanding your own values, like what are your five most important values, and are they congruent with the values of society that you live in? And there's, by the way, different societies with different values. So do you live in the right space, or did you come to bring new values to your society? That's also possible, but that's kind of annoying because it's very frictionate. But maybe you're one of the destroyers, to tear down old systems and like to be the one that brings the new thought pattern and to like tear it down. And so it's also possible, and it's part of the God, the God principle: generating, organizing, destroying. That's a yogic teaching, by the way. So you would need your own values, you would need to know them, and then you would need to understand like what do you in detail like to do at your job and then in your private time. And then you would probably understand, that you probably, yeah, you like the same things more or less in general. Like for me, it was all in essence, it was all the same. It was downloading energies, downloading ideas, downloading purposes, downloading healing, downloading anything that someone needs, helping them to build it up. So it's like it stands and it's able to like function again. And then it was that's what I love to do, and I'm really good at it because my energy is functioning like that. And that's where I'm like, it's where I'm in my ease. It's very simple for me. People are like, sometimes people ask me like, oh my God, you're a trauma therapist. It must be so hard. No, it's the easiest thing. It's my essence. It's what I do best. I'm really, really good at this. Or downloading art. I love downloading art. It's one of my favorite things to do. Or downloading new companies for someone, the purpose, like really like going deep into the work of purpose. I love that. Helping them build the homepage, download a logo, like help them, like just build the thing. But then you do, please, you do it. Like, and I'm not interested. It's organizing. It's like, I don't like it. So what do we learn about that? We all have different talents. We have different strengths. And your purpose lies in this. It's not, oh, I'm an artist. Yeah, it might be that I am also an artist. Or, oh, I'm a maintainer. That's why I always have to have a cleaning company. No, you don't have to have it. Like, you can also maintain other things. Like, I don't know, oh, the CERN machine, or an airplane, or like whatever it is, or a family. Like many use their talent there. But if it's not your talent, like please try to give it to someone that is really good at it. Yeah. So if you have questions about purpose, like DM me or send me an email. My email is Taj Kalyan Car. It's somewhere in the description. And you can email me, and then if you're interested in sharing something, I love that. And I'm also available for that. So Instagram it's Grace Lab _balance. There you find me there. And then you can ask away. Feel free to share, to ask, to whatever. And I will probably do another podcast. And yeah, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Bye.